you want to eat Afang soup but don't have enough money? Okay, just stay tuned. There's a good news for you. You don't have to break the bank. I'll show you how I made Afang soup with a very low budget. So I'm using brisket bone, no meat in this. Yes, this is what I'm cooking because I want that stock, especially as we are not using crayfish because crayfish is expensive. Remember, this is a low budget meal. And I'm adding my pepper, dry chili pepper, the branded one. And I'm adding salt to it. I'm just going to stir this, cover this, and let this cook. And this is actually very healthy because of the brisket bone. It's actually very healthy. If you still healthy things, but on a low budget, right? Let me know where you're watching from. Comment if you know what Afang Soup is. Afang Soup is originated from the South Akwa Ibom State. Oh yeah, I think Akwa Ibom State. Very nice delicacy, actually. Very nice. It's actually like very expensive, but I'm not cooking an expensive soup today. So I'm just madly adjusting the seasoning, just adding a bit of salt and Maggi cube, and now I'm adding the vegetable. This soup doesn't require like seasoning, yeah, just salt, Maggi, and then crayfish if you have crayfish. It's stock and fish. It's protein. It's actually made of protein, so you don't like necessarily need all this seasoning. Okay, the vegetable I added is water leaf, and I'm just gonna stir this and let this simmer for a while on low heat. This leaf actually cooks very fast, so you have to be very fast with the rest of the ingredient. And this is my fish. This is Hake fish, dry egg fish. We call it banga in Nigeria. So the fish is what I'll be using as protein because it's way cheaper than beef. I'm just gonna add palm oil to it. You don't use vegetable oil in Nigerian soup. You don't use vegetable oil in any Nigerian soup. Yeah, apart from stew, tomato-based soup, you don't use vegetable oil. Palm oil is what we make use of the most. I'll just stir this and let this simmer for 1 second. Just few seconds on the stove. Boiling the way I want it. So at this point, I'm just gonna add Afang to it. This is the point where we actually add crayfish. Yeah, because we add crayfish at the last section before the Afang. I'll add my grounded Afang. So this Afang, normally I usually grind Afang in the market, but because I saw that I got to realize that we're eating like lots of dirt, so I decided to take it home, wash it, and then blend it. Yeah, blend it. So it's not as smooth as although it's not as smooth as in the machine in the market, but it's okay for me. I'll let this sit for at most a minute. I added more salt to it, more seasoning. I adjusted it. You have to adjust. You don't just add everything all at once. You just have to adjust whatever is not okay for you. You adjust, but make sure it's not too much because this vegetable, you don't want to have runny stomach or something. The vegetable doesn't require much seasoning, so be careful. I'm just gonna stir this and cover this to simmer on the lowest heat for about almost a minute. And then the Afang soup is looking so good right now. If you can see, looking so good, well cooked. And I'll just thoroughly stir this and then set it aside. Set aside some boiling water for the bone we Nigerians like the pounded one, the one that you pound. Oh, I don't have that energy, so I'm gonna use Ayoola. This Ayoola pounder here. I'm just gonna use it, pour it and stir it. You have to stir it, stir it very very fast as you can, but be careful to avoid any splash. So I just had lots of it. I've added lots of it, and then you just stir it. Make sure you stir it and break every lump. So I had that water I kept aside, the hot water, and then I'll cover this to simmer for about 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Yeah, on a very low heat. Cover it so it to cook properly, and then come back to it. It's boiling, so I'm just gonna give this a continuous stir. I want it to be very smooth. I don't want it too thick and too light. I just want a very nice consistency. So I like it in this texture, and I'm just gonna stir this until I don't see any lump anymore. So let me know where you're watching from, and thank you so much for watching. As you can see, the food is ready. I've already served it and it's looking so good. It's something you want to try. Low budget meal, trust me. Subscribe, like and share this video. Thank you. See you in my next video.